They take not answering a question to a whole nother level. Listen to these Democrats being asked why the Biden administration didn't do anything about the Epstein files. They had full access for the last 4 years. And when they're asked why they didn't do anything, listen to the way they answer these questions. They're non-answers, but it's hysterical because it just doesn't make any sense. Check it out.
Just, I guess, a question that's out there. Why wouldn't they have been released the last 4 years when President Biden was in office?
Well, that's the question every American is asking. Or not every American, but so many Americans are asking. What the hell is he hiding? Why doesn't he want them released?
Harold, but so many questions, but obviously one question, you're saying release the files now. Why didn't the Biden administration, why didn't Merrick Garland release the files from 21 to 25? And if they didn't release the files then, why should they be released now?
So first, on your point about Acosta, you're absolutely right. This was Donald Trump's Secretary of Labor, who was then the U.S. Attorney for the Southern District of Florida. DOJ had prepared a 60-count federal indictment against Epstein for...
House Democrats spent last week trying to force votes to release records related to Jeffrey Epstein. And you have said that you support that movement. Why are Democrats just looking at this and pushing for this right now and not really during the Biden administration?
I support transparency in terms of the American people. The far right, Donald Trump, right-wing conspiracy theorists and others are the ones who have put this Jeffrey Epstein thing in the public domain. Let's be clear about that. No one looking at the facts disputes that. This isn't anything that any of us as House Democrats have been focused on ever in terms of trying to fan the flames of what may or may not happen. But once it has broken into the public domain.
Why did the Democrats say nothing during the Biden administration? I've heard TV anchors ask. In fact, I was asked this morning the same question. Now, put aside the fact that in 2019, I called on Andrew Acosta to resign because of his connection to the Epstein files, and I wanted to learn more about why Epstein was not prosecuted. Put aside what Mr. Raskin and Mr. Cummings did. Let's just take you at your word that Democrats said nothing. Is that a reason for you to do nothing?
There's the whole argument, okay, like why do Democrats all of a sudden care about Jeffrey Epstein when they could have done X, Y, or Z? Mm-hmm. Well, your dad, your dad should have, released the files. Here's the thing. My dad was president of the United States. And like the 44 of the 45 people that preceded him, other than Richard Nixon, who left office because of it,